guys, long time no see. I haven't posted a video on my channel in so long, so today I wanted to do a kind of talk through slash get ready with me video. I did this really easy summertime makeup look. I have oily skin, so if you guys do too, you might find some helpful tips and tricks and products. And I did these loose waves. I have kind of a lob thing happening. So if you want to see how to get this look or just get to know me a little bit better, then please keep watching. It's my naked face. Ah! Okay, so the first thing that I always do is prime my face. The one that I'm using is actually this Monistat Chafing Relief Gel, and I know that's really weird, but I watch a lot of Tati's videos, Glam Life Guru, and it has this ingredient in it called dimethicone that a lot of higher end primers have in it. Like, I've been using it for a long time and I've never noticed any kind of like breakouts or clogged pores or anything because of it. And it's really cheap. I think it's like $6 or something. Next, I always follow with a spray. This is the NYX Matte Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray. And I shake it up and then I always spray it like douse my face, because I feel like this also really helps keep my oily skin at bay, so it doesn't get too shiny throughout the day, but it doesn't dry out my skin either, which I really like. Okay, so the next thing that I do is go in with my Bourjois 123 Perfect CC Cream, and I actually used this for the first time last summer when I was studying abroad in Scotland, and it's amazing. If you have oily skin, you know how hard it is to find like lighter weight products that actually like stay on your face, and this is amazing. Like, I have 3 different colors of it because I use it all the time. And it's a really nice way to kind of get like a dewy finish without being like really shiny. And right now I'm just mixing 2 colors, 31 and 32, because I'm a little bit too dark for 31. It's really pinky, but if I just use 32, then it's a little bit too dark for me right now. Dab that on everywhere. I feel like this actually has like really nice coverage for how lightweight it is. Use this Sonia Kashuk one from Target. I really like this brush too because I feel like it's a really good size, and it's dense, but it's not too dense. And this is like small enough where you still feel like you have some control, but not too small. It's also not too big. Yeah. And then I kind of take my brush and pat it everywhere because I feel like that's a really good way to like lock it in. And today I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in 2 different shades, 10 and 15. Use 10 on any like blemishes, red spots, like this one right here. And I feel like it's a really nice, like, honestly, it's a little bit orangey, but because it has like a yellowy undertone, I feel like it works really well on like acne or scarring. My skin scars really easily, and so even though I don't break out a lot, every time I get a zit, I end up with a spot, like a red spot or a dark spot on my face that just does not go away. So I always end up taking concealer on my cheeks, like right here and right here. Then I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender, and I mean, you can see like this spot isn't completely covered up, but it's covered enough, you know. Nobody's perfect. I'm not trying to look like I'm wearing an Instagram filter. So then I'm gonna go in with actually both of those shades, and I use the one I used all over my face first, and then I put some on my eyelids because I have really like veiny red eyelids, so I always use concealer on them to kind of like even out the color. And then I'm going in with the lighter shade, working that in also. Then back to the beauty blender. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm going to use this MAC Mineralize Skinfinish in medium to kind of start setting my under eyes. I'm using this little like Real Techniques setting brush. And then I'm going to use my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder just to set it even more. I feel like maybe you guys can relate, like if you really love makeup, if you've done your makeup and you've had like a really, really bad day and you like haven't talked to people and haven't smiled a lot, like your makeup like stays in place, you know, whereas like if I have a really good day and I'm smiling and laughing a lot and like moving around and interacting with people, like I get more smile lines and stuff. Like it's like your makeup knows. Okay, so now I'm going to set the rest of my face using the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. This is a classic, but it definitely like helps with oil. I like my eyebrows. Oh, that was a little e.l.f. spoolie, by the way. And then I'm going to use this tiny little MAC brush. It's a MAC 266, I think. I've had this for like years. I stole it from my mom. And this little like Lorac Take a Brow in the Brunette shade. Okay, so now that I'm done with filling my brow in, I'm going to use the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. And for so long I was like, I'm not using that. I really like the Benefit Gimme Brow. It is like a totally different product, but I'm like, why would you spend money on like a clear brow gel? And I just like didn't see the point, because I feel like my eyebrows are also like really unruly. Like they don't like to stay in the same place. They kind of like blow in the wind. But this actually like really locks them into place, but they don't feel stiff. Like I still feel like I have a full range of eyebrow motion, which is important, because I've used other ones that were just like super glue, and like you felt like if you moved your eyebrow at all it was just gonna like crack off. This isn't like that. It's like somehow flexible, but it still works really well. So now that I have one done, I'm gonna go do the other one and then I'll be right back. You know what they say, sisters not twins. So now I'm going to do my eyes. So first I'm going to take this Morphe M441 and go into the bronzer that I'm going to use later. So I'm going in the crease, and since I have pretty hooded eyes, like my eyelid is really small, I like to blend it up a little bit higher just so you can still see it. Because I feel like if I keep it just like in like the true crease of my eye, and my crease is just like wedged in there. Blendy blend. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to use this Fleur de Force palette, but it's just this really pretty like rosy gold or like a rosy brown, rosy bronze. Looks like that. It's really pretty. So yeah, I'm just going to take that on my ring finger and put it on my eye. I also really like Makeup Geek Grandstand, or you can use that like L'Oreal eyeshadow and Amber Rush, or the new Lorac Pro 3 palette. There's like I think it's called like Rose Bronze or Rose Quartz in that palette's really nice too. Then we're going to take a little e.l.f. blending eye brush and kind of go in a little bit more precisely. Get it all over that eyelid. Then I'm going to go back to the little Morphe blending brush with the bronzer on it and kind of just blend the rest of that real quick. Not a big deal. And then I'm going to highlight my inner corners with Makeup Geek Shimma. I feel like when I use like highlighter right there, like it makes a huge difference. Just kind of blend that up there, really brightens things up. So after I do my inner corner, then I don't dip back into the product because then it's too much. Then I just go underneath my brow bone a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to go and do my lower lash line. And I'm going to go back into this Fleur de Force eyeshadow, and I'm just using this little e.l.f. smudge brush. It's like the perfect size. And it's a nice way to kind of, you know, bring your whole eye together, like define. Like this one looks more defined than the other eye. So now I'm going to go in with this Rimmel Nude eyeliner. I think it's like Scandaleyes or something. And put it in my bottom waterline, and I find a little mirror. It's like a teensy little nub. It just like brightens up the waterline. Now I'm going to use my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in 0. It's just a black, and I'm going to tightline my upper waterline. On this eye, like my something, it just something. Just something. Now, my favorite part, mascara has always been my favorite beauty product. The only thing I found that does not smudge on me is this Clinique bottom lash mascara. So this is always what I use on my bottom lashes, and then I use different mascara on my top lashes. I always do my bottom lashes first because since I have hooded eyes, I feel like if I do my top lashes and then I look down to do my bottom lashes, my eyelashes like touch the top of my eyelid and it smudges. So I always do the bottom ones first. Alrighty, so now I'm going to curl my top lashes, and I use this cute little Tarte eyelash curler. Okay, so now first I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Rocket Volume Waterproof Mascara. All-time favorite mascara. I love it so much. And I do my mascara kind of weird. First, I just kind of like blink all over the brush. So I feel like that gets like a really nice amount of product on it. And then I kind of like turn the wand while I blink on the wand. That really like gets in to like the roots of your lashes. And then I take kind of the end of the wand, even though there aren't very many bristles, and I get like the outer corner. That's just one coat. And then I use this CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Waterproof. But with this one, I just do the like curl and pull, or twist and shout. Yeah, I do that. So I also kind of wiggle, twist, wiggle, and pull, twist, wiggle, and pull. I think like mascara makes like the biggest difference with my whole face. And so the very last thing that I do is go back to my first Maybelline mascara, blink. This is so lame, but I'm like so obsessed with America's Next Top Model, but like the OG America's Next Top Model, like they barely ever play reruns anymore, but like the early seasons before they made it all like social media based and stuff, I don't like that. But they were doing a CoverGirl commercial. It was like the final 3 girls, and the line was big, bold, look at me lashes. And I'm like, have you seen these lashes? Okay, so I'm going to do bronzer. And I'm using this Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I'm using this big It Cosmetics Kabuki brush. I can't decide how I feel about this though. Some people really like the way that it smells, but it smells like coconut oil and butter. Like actual butter. Maybe like some kind of coconut baked good, and I don't like that. Like the idea of putting that on my face, I don't like that. Like I don't think it's made me break out at all, but just the idea grosses me out. Now I'm going to go on to the rest of my face. I'm going to use this Real Techniques Duo Fiber Blush Brush and just twirl it in there. This is a really nice way to get more of like a diffused bronze look. If I want to do like some like contouring-ish then I use a different brush. I use a Sonia Kashuk like angled brush that's like a little bit more dense. But because this is like duo fiber, I feel like it really like blends while you apply it. Like you don't have to apply it and then blend, if that makes sense. And I like the size of it. It's really big, so it's nice to use like on my forehead. Do this weird thing where I like suck in my nose and then I put the bronzer there. I know that's weird, but just try it and you will see. I also do it underneath my lip because it creates like a little, kind of a little shadow. I make the stereotypical fishy face. I also kind of smile. I do like, you know, I don't know. Right now I'm hearing like Charlotte Tilbury's voice in my head saying, follow the hollow. I'm gonna highlight everyone's favorite step. And I'm using this, well, it was just a Wet n Wild highlighter called Reserve Your Cabana. I think it came out last summer. I don't know. I haven't seen it in a long time. I also have not seen the new Wet n Wild highlighters anywhere. They look incredible, but I cannot find them, so that sucks. But this is Reserve Your Cabana mixed with, I had this like Stila Kitten face highlighter duo. It had like a pinkier side and like a more gold side, and I just didn't like it, so I mixed it with this, and now I really, really like it. And I'm using this e.l.f. blush brush. I need to like get a new one or glue it back together. I was tapping and it broke. So again, I kind of make the same like fishy smiley face and then go on top of my cheekbones. Work it, girl. Okay, second to last thing, blush. I really like this Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in, I think it's Rosé Champagne. I took the label off. Oops. I use this little angled It Cosmetics blush brush. On just an everyday basis, because this is just a lazy day in the summer, I'm not doing anything. I use this Revlon Balm Stain and Honey. I think that's what it's called. It's the big like crayon. And we're done! At least with my face. So this is the makeup. Okay, so now I'm going to do my hair. I showered earlier today, so it's just been blow dried. So I'm going to use this Smooth Cure Joico Smooth Cure Thermal Styling Protectant. So now that I have sprayed my heat protectant everywhere, I'm going to use this little Conair. I think it's an inch. I'm just going to do some loose waves. I always like drag it down my hair to kind of smooth everything out because I have naturally like wavy hair. Yeah, then I just put it down and I always alternate the way that I curl it. Something I really love right now is the kids makeup challenge. Like I watched Nikki Tutorials do it, and then I watched Bunny's video today. I mean, I haven't shopped at Claire's for makeup since I was like 13, 14. And it's definitely like more geared towards teens. And so when you go from using, you know, products that they only sell at like Sephora to using that, like it is a big difference. And Sephora is not geared towards like teenagers, it's geared towards women. I don't know, it just, people are just trying to like ruin the fun. It'd be a really good challenge to do during like Christmas time, because you know they always have those like big sets at like Walmart and stuff that are definitely like for little kids. I'm trying to get back into YouTube because it's something, one, that I really enjoy watching, and like I want to be like a more active part of the community. Like I want to be someone who like puts videos out and interacts with people more, and I just think it's really fun. because I'm so close to graduating and I don't really know what I want to do yet, I want to take the time now to do the things that I'm passionate about that I haven't done yet. And I know that sounds like a big deal, and it is, but I've always loved YouTube. Like, I've been watching YouTube videos since I was like 16, maybe even before that. Like, I remember Ingrid was the first person that I ever discovered on YouTube, and I just fell in love with the whole beauty community. I think it's so cool. I don't know, I just think it's really cool. I think it's brought a lot of people together. I think it's given a lot of people like a lot of confidence to like do and be themselves, and I think something, you know, that's always a really awesome thing. So that's actually like a big part of the reason why I want to do more with my channel. If you're doing something that you enjoy, it doesn't matter what other people think about it. If other people don't like what I'm doing, like if it doesn't affect them, then who cares? You know, so if I want to sit in my living room and film a video while I do my makeup, like who cares? That's what makes me happy. So that's what I want to spend more time doing. Really, like, YouTube is amazing. It has given so many, in terms of women, like the opportunity to like work for themselves and take control of their lives, and I think that's so cool. I love seeing like all of these women, especially like Ingrid, who I've been watching for so long, has grown and is like doing big things in the world now, and it's because of YouTube, and that's so cool. Like, it's so cool. And like along the same vein, something that I've wanted to do for a while but have been making excuses for myself is get back into exercising. You know, and it's not like I hate my body, it's not that I don't like myself, it's, oh, and I'm a vegetarian, by the way, but like I just want to take better care of myself. My body deserves to be taken care of, and I'm only 22, but I feel like the habits that we develop now really like influence the rest of our lives, in terms of a lot of things, but right now just like health wise. So I want to take the best care of myself that I can, you know, and I feel like we should all try to do that. So there's that. Okay, so now that I get to this point in my hair, I've put loose waves in it going alternating directions. I do it in the middle because I want to be able to move my part. So I want to be able to wear it over here, like that. Also, not gonna lie, like 90% of the time I end up doing my hair and then I put it in like a half up bun thing, but this is it for now. So okay, so here's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed getting ready with me and getting to know me a little bit better. This is the first video that I've filmed like this, and I actually really liked it. It was really nice to just like sit here and get ready and talk to you guys, and kind of talk you through some of my steps and why I do things, and then also go into a little more personal things. But yeah, if you want to keep up with my videos, please subscribe. Like I said, I really want to try to make more videos and make my channel better and create things, and I would really love it if you guys were a part of that with me. But until then, I'll see you next time. Bye!